Hey guys, welcome to Motoroids, the channel where you get in-depth, no-nonsense reviews of all the latest cars and motorcycles. My name is Amit, and this one here is the KTM Duke 250 2024 version. Now understand that this event is essentially about the KTM Duke 390, and we were not presented this motorcycle for riding. In fact, we don't have the key for this one as well. So what I can do is I can show you the motorcycle, I can give you a quick walk around and tell you the differences, also the similarities and the differences between the 390 and this motorcycle can be pointed out. So let's start with the changes that have been made on this motorcycle vis-a-vis the previous KTM 250 Duke. And the big difference here is that the power is up by 1 PS, the torque is up by 1 Newton meters. The power comes in at 9,250 RPM, which is 250 RPM higher, and the torque comes in at 7,250 RPM, which is 250 Nm lesser. So power comes in higher and the torque comes in lesser. So that's one big change, although the cubic capacity of this engine has not been changed like the Duke, where the cubic capacity is higher by 26 cc. However, this motorcycle, just like the previous Duke 250, also shares the updates in terms of the chassis and the suspension. So this new trellis frame, which is shared with the 390, is right here, and this premium part of a subframe is here. This is all aluminum. Then you have this rear offset suspension and front 43 mm upside down WP Apex suspension, which has been brought here as well. However, you don't have the preload adjustment. You don't have the preload adjustment on the 390 as well. And what's the difference? The difference here is that you don't have the rebound and compression damping, which is available on the KTM 390 Duke. At the rear also, on that motorcycle, you have rebound damping, 5 steps. Here you don't have it, although you have 10-step preload adjustment on this motorcycle. Now the other changes that have been introduced to the 390 have been introduced here also. The wheelbase is shorter by 3 mm, massive savings in terms of weight. So now the wheels are lighter and the discs are lighter. You also get a bigger rear disc. You have a 240 mm disc as opposed to the 230 mm disc earlier, and the grab rails are lighter. As you can see, the mirrors are new. They are quite nicely done. They look beautiful. And another difference as opposed to the KTM 390 Duke is that you don't have the DRLs which are incorporated on this outer apron. So you don't have any DRLs on this motorcycle, so that's a big differentiator. You have only AHO, and it looks pretty similar, although the color scheme is different. So you have this white and orange scheme and an all orange scheme on the 250. On the 390 you also get beautiful all orange seat. You don't get that seat here, so that again is a difference. The swing arm is the same, and in terms of the seat height here is 800 mm. So for the shorter ones amongst you, this one should be easier to sit on. You can see how easy it is to get on here. The switch gear is the same between the two motorcycles. Let's have a look at the switch gear as well. And here you have the hazard, the day flasher, the menu controls, and the horn, and the engine kill and the ignition. Another difference over the KTM 390 is that you don't have the span adjuster knobs here. On the KTM 390 you get span adjusters, but you don't have any adjustment for the levers on this motorcycle. The tank here has increased and it's now 15 liters in size, so that again is an improvement. Overall improvements have been made to the cooling of the motorcycle and the overall stability. All the benefits that the KTM 390 has benefited from in terms of chassis, in terms of suspension, in terms of the wheelbase, the lighter weight, lighter unsprung mass, all of that has been shared with this motorcycle also. It gets dual channel ABS with Supermoto, but it does not get the advanced electronics like cornering ABS and traction control, etc. Those features are limited to the bigger KTM Duke only. Now, just to let you know some other important specs of this motorcycle, the weight is down by about 8 kgs now, and this one now weighs in at 163 kgs curb. Fuel tank is bigger, and the price has increased by only 1,000 rupees. So the price difference here is not as big as the KTM 390 Duke, where the price difference is now 13,000 rupees. Apart from that, all the goodness that the new KTM 390 Duke has received, a lot of it has been introduced here as well. And if you want to know about all the changes that have been introduced to the motorcycle, on the new platform. You can go ahead and either watch my walk around video of the KTM 390 Duke 2024 or the detailed review. So that's that, guys. This is the KTM 250 Duke 2024 version, and while we have not been able to ride it here, I'll be going ahead and doing a review of this motorcycle very soon and coming up with a more comprehensive video for you guys. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to Motoroids, and until next time, this is Amit signing off. Rev hard, rev free, and ride safe.